Alright guys, welcome to Seong Mina's story. The girl from the Seong Jojo.
I'm Seong Mina. I grew up in the Seong Dojang run by my father.
Why does she get an intro to
3 years
herself?
ago, I went on a quest for Soul Edge, known as the Sword of Salvation, to protect my land. My quest went pretty well for a time, but then Huang brought me home. I guess it was wrong of me to run off without telling my father and all. He said I must redo all my training, and forced me back into the rigid life I tried to escape. But the truth is, that was the least of my problems.
Lady Mina, would you please marry me?
You again? Did my father tell you to do this?
Oh no.
Stop! I'd be a far better husband than you.
If both of you can beat me, I'll think about it. How does that sound?
No, it's gotta be a guarantee.
What? Then count us in too. Yeah, and us too.
You just want a gangbang there?
Fine. Just come at me all at once.
Like straight up, all thirsty as fuck just to get some push puss.
I'll never lose.
What the fuck was that?
I won't lose.
I'll never lose. Too slow. No way! No way!
That's so much shit you attack, honestly.
No way!
Fuck off! Look at that shit you attack!
No way! I'll never lose.
Damn you!
I'll never lose.
Can I what? Die, bitch!
Here you go.
Suplex. That wasn't a suplex, I think. Well, it may as well be. Oh,
No
look at this
wonder hardly
cool
anyone
edge
showed
lord.
up today. I was worried that we'd lost all our students.
That day, I was surprised to see Huang home for the first time in a long while. Oh, Huang's my father's best student, and kind of like a mix between my mentor and my big brother. He was called a hero,
Oni-chan!
and the country entrusted him with finding Soul Edge, the Sword of Salvation. My father also wanted me to marry him.
Boggin.
Really though, I can't believe you're already old enough to think about marriage.
I'm not! Those guys were just joking because father keeps talking about wanting a son-in-law to take over the Dojang.
Oh really? I've never heard him talk about that.
Huh? Yeah, I mean, I told him not...
So this is where you've been, Huang. Don't you think it's about time?
To marry my
Yes,
daughter?
Mister. I'm sorry I can't stay longer. Mina, I'm sorry I can't tell you more, but I'm returning to the army. We can protect our homeland with our own hands, even without the Sword of Salvation.
And that was that. Huang re-entered the military, and now continues to fight for his country.
Until he dies.
Me, on the other hand, They wouldn't allow me to join the army because I'm a woman.
You filthy
What am I
woman!
supposed to
Get
do?
back to the kitchen!
I too want to protect our homeland. When you said we, Huang, did that include me too?
Mina, that's not up to me. Do you understand what I mean?
So I can't protect our land with you because I'm a woman or because I'm not strong enough?
Just hurry up and see him off! Silly girl!
The fuck? Just out of nowhere. Seong Mina 2. Fretful memories. It was the last time we ever see Huang. All I wanted was to protect Homeland together. We felt no one took me seriously. I had an hour to carry on my training. Looking back, I really was clueless back then.
Oh, Mina, I was looking all over for you.
Mina!
Did you come to humiliate me too?
What are you talking about?
What happened?
I'm weak and clumsy, so I respect how strong and bright you always are, Mina.
Then you must be really disappointed in me now.
No, of course not. Hey, I know. How about marrying me?
What? Ugh. I'll make Huang and Father admit I'm just as capable as them, no matter what it takes.
Oh god. The story mode.
Now that I think about it, Chol Huan was probably just trying to cheer me up. Next time I see him, I must be nicer. If there ever is a next time.
Never, ever, ever will there be a next time. Cause he probably died. And it's all your fault for being a dick. Seong Mina 3. Seeking the sword of salvation. And so I left home again. I just couldn't figure a way to get my father and Wang to recognize my ability in the end. I thought if I could get my hands on Soul Edge at last, the sword of salvation itself, then I'd be able to make them see what I was capable of. It was my second journey to the Castle West, so I knew the route well and arrived in no time.
At that moment, I was just so shaken I couldn't think straight. Ivy, that swordswoman who was also searching for Soul Edge. She was cool, collected, and so mature.
So this is
She
after
treated me
it
like
then?
a child.
Yeah.
So I lost my temper and
So at
challenged
least it
her.
connected somewhat. What, she came back?
No, I'm not done yet.
More fighting will only end in the same result. You're too weak. Farewell.
This is for the people who didn't play Ivy's story, because they know it's shite.
Get back here!
Well, that was riveting. Thanks for the entertainment.
I loved it.
But that should teach you not to pick fights with people like that again. I'm sure you'll get a lot stronger in the future. You're still young, after all.
Hey, don't treat me like a child.
I hate being babied. Okay, so we're just gonna beat this guy's ass, because he came up and gave us good advice. Wow. What a great story mode. Kong Shuang. Oh! Is this a fight I'm supposed to... What the fuck?
Here you go.
Yeah, I think this is a fight I'm supposed to lose. Oh, yep, I guess it is.
Didn't I just tell you to think more carefully about who you pick a fight with?
You also said I could get stronger. Can you teach me how to fight? We can use clubs or whatever. I don't care. That was the first time I met Kong Shu Chung, my master. I needed to get stronger if I wanted to find Soul Edge. So, I focused all my energies on forcing him to become my teacher.
Teach me how to fight, filler character number 80. I know they're not filler, but they just feel like filler. Swung Mina 4. Never a day without training. At first my training consisted solely of fetching water and running errands to buy alcohol. Probably because I was in such a rush for skill to acknowledge. But in time, I started to focus on becoming stronger. My master began teaching me proper techniques. Parent Files 2 was only, but there's no use figuring that now.
Yeah! Ha! Ha!
That's it! Looks like you're getting the hang of it.
Well, yeah, because you finally started teaching me for real.
I'm just giving you a simplified version, you know? So, wanna spar again today?
Yeah, I'm tired of losing to a drunk.
Alcoholics are disgusting. Ugh. Come on, get to the fucking point already, man.
Battle 1. Fight!
Hiya!
Okay.
No way! See ya! Go! Go! Hiya! Shit! You're gonna pay now! I'm no place to! Learned your lesson! Taya! Taya! Iya!
Not yet!
No way!
Yeah, fuck, chump.
Battle 2. Fight!
Hiya! Hiya! Iya! No!
Oh shit!
Taya! Hiya! Shit! Taya! No way! Taya!
So crap!
I got you, no. Fuck you.
You're gonna pay now! I've no plans to! Would you knock it off?
Battle 3. Fight!
Taya! Taya! Gotcha! Taya! Shit! You lost!
I really love that spin attack. That's so cool and fun, actually.
So crap!
Oh, he got me! Oh shit!
Taya! No way!
Not yet! Not yet!
Now, time to go wild!
I want fight!
Ugh.
My. I can't believe you made this much progress in just 1 year.
Crazy.
Guess I'll go buy some booze so we can celebrate your victory.
More drinking? Your body will give out one of these days.
You always nag me about that. What are you, my daughter?
My father's far more hardworking and accomplished than you. Aren't your family worried about you? Perhaps a wife
They
or
all
a daughter?
died.
After all, I often hear you mumbling in your sleep. You're our treasure, Seong. Stuff like that.
Huh? You've been hearing things. Now get back to your training.
You crazy.
Fine, fine. Off you go. But Master never came back.
What?
I've no right to teach you proper rod techniques. You need to carve your own fate. That was all he left me, scrawled in a note. I can't believe he kept me waiting all night. It made me pretty mad.
What that kid? Seong 5. The Mephistot. I was annoyed that the master had left me, but then again, I was being insensitive. He could talk in his sleep, apologizing to someone called Sang Fei, and another called Shang Ling. Perhaps it's enough to call out a new fate for himself. I hope so, at least.
After that, I traveled about, exploring ruins and underground labyrinths, ever in search of Soul Edge. My travels went well, but memories of everyone back home kept resurfacing in my mind. I was sure Father and Huang must have been worried about me. And I was worried whether my homeland had been invaded by lands to the east.
Wouldn't there be like newspapers or some shit in this day and age?
When you said we, Huang, did that include me too?
Mina, that's not up to me. Do you understand what I mean?
What was Huang trying to tell me back then?
Traveler, help my family.
Are you
They're
okay?
beating me with a stick.
Such terrible wounds.
Take this.
Oh no, not the wicked man. Oh. But I missed the lizard
What
man.
is this thing?
It's been so long since I've actually seen a lizard man. I can't believe it. The lizard man. Wow, you suck. Woo!
You go! You're open!
Okay, never mind, sorry. Oh, hello guys. I was hearing something.
Here you go!
Get fucked, lizard man.
I carried the man to the nearest oasis village, but he didn't make it. What he had handed me was an illustrated map and a metal plate with a snake crest carved upon it. As soon as I showed them to the villagers, I could see the color drain from their faces.
Oh, Feegle Sestimus. I knew it had to be those demons.
Oh,
I suppose there's nothing we can do then.
But a bunch of people were kidnapped! Don't you want to save your families?
Family,
Of
family,
course, but
family.
we can't fight them. You should leave here at once, while you still can.
We don't want to get outsiders involved, especially a young girl like you.
What? You'd think I'd be useless?
That's not it. It's merely what you intend to do is not what we would desire.
What you mean?
I don't care. I'm tired of feeling as if I need someone's approval to rescue those dear to me. I'm going to save all of you. In my homeland, too.
She's gone.
But someone's coming up.
Where is that girl heading?
Who are you?
Who is this man? Who is he? fuck's sake. Seong Mina 6. The Depths of Darkness. Even without the Sword of Salvation, and even if I wasn't ready, I was still determined to protect my homeland and those I loved no matter what. I didn't care how strong the enemy was. I'd rather have lost than just stand in silence. Thinking back now, it's a wonder I could be so naive.
I followed the map to a vast underground temple. I managed to sneak in, but the unsettling atmosphere and weird smell quickly got to me. There were a lot of creepy instruments strewn around the place, but the creepiest thing of all was...
Wow.
What's this huge container for? Ugh, it's all gloopy. It reminds me of that monster. These are the villagers. They're still alive. What a relief. Are those lizards in there? There you are.
No, those poor lizard men. Now I get to be up lizard men. Aren't I having fun?
Fight!
No way! Here you go! You're open! Go away!
Ring out! I keep hearing this click noise, and I keep thinking my phone is ringing. Oh, this lizard man is cool. Look at him. Big shiny samurai sword. Get murdered.
You showed no hesitation when faced with our chimeras. You're not from the village, are you?
You threatened the villagers, didn't you?
What a rude accusation.
True.
They simply know the truth, that's all. They know these chimeras were once their family members.
What?
No!
Plot
You mean
twist.
We need the finest ingredients to make the finest chimeras. That settlement
Stop
is our
saying
land, and the
chimeras.
bait we use
It's
to catch traveling
chimeras?
warriors.
That's why they didn't want me to get involved.
What? Weren't you prepared to fight? So be it. I have many uses for a fine female warrior like you.
Like making the dishes, making the clothes clean.
Yes.
And all that
I
other
didn't
stuff.
understand what it really meant to fight. All I could think about was protecting my homeland and proving myself.
Make me a
At
sandwich,
long
wench.
last, I realized what a child I'd been, but it was too late.
Seong Mina 7. A flash cleaves the shadows. This time my journey's come to an end. I've scoured a lot by myself. It feels as though my life is about to turn a corner, where someday it reaches my father, and Huang.
What are you doing? Writing your will? Sorry, but you're not going to die just yet. The High Priest has taken an interest in you. You'll be heading off to our headquarters, along with this fellow.
Okay.
This is the girl I spoke of earlier, sir.
thought you were going to save your homeland?
Huh? That voice.
I shall vanquish the evils of the ages!
What are you doing?
Nani?
The villagers told me how to get here.
Those maggots! Neither of you will leave here alive!
You sure about that?
Yeah! We're gonna fight too!
We're so into
We
it.
need to save her!
The words of those who truly love their country possess a power that spurs others to action. Those who can move people's souls are what you call heroes.
I don't care what sort of damage it causes. Unleash our latest experimental chimera!
Mina,
Okay.
can you fight? You should finish this with your own hands.
Okay. I will never lose.
Even though I gave up, like just 5 or 10 minutes ago, and I lost to Ivy as well. But I'll never lose. Never, I swear. Guys, I don't lose. You believe me? God. Oh no! Your latest experimental chimera is no different than all your other lizard men. Oh! See ya! Oh no, not the cult priest.
No way! I swore I'd protect my country.
Be quiet! I won't quit!
No way! Not today!
Oh no, his top's off. We got him super nicky.
Did I win?
Mina!
Oh, I'm so embarrassed.
Wong?
Well done, Mina. It's not up to me whether we includes you. Now, do you understand what I meant?
Yeah.
Now, let's go home. It's time to take a break from searching for Soul Edge. We can protect our homeland with our own hands, even without the Sword of Salvation, can we not?
Yeah! Hey, Wong. What happened to your job with the Navy?
Recently, I realized something very important.
Really? But you're so much older than me. I know. This is embarrassing, so give me a piggyback ride like you used to do.
I thought you said you hated piggyback rides because they were too childish?
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.
What did this have to do with Soul Edge though? What did it have to do with him? Oh guys, that's that story done. Hope you've enjoyed it. See you next one, bye.